Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Lala,
And Lily.
and we are here to talk about hair removal today with the lasers.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit about other types of hair removal that are inferior to ours.
Way inferior.
Inferior.
Yes.
But yes, today we're going to talk about hair removal. Quick reminder, our grand opening for our newest laser venture is August 23rd from 4 to 7. We are doing 50% off all packages.
Whoop, whoop,
So let's put that into perspective. Right now we have 12 sessions of full body,
which is $4,000.
$4,000.
And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm scared. I know. That's very common, guys. Okay.
That's actually pretty
And it's very decent price.
decent, yeah.
So please.
For the grand opening, it's 50% off.
$2,000, guys,
for 12 sessions of full body. And we don't limit you on how many areas. When we say full body, I mean if you are, what's that guy, the Yeti? That guy?
Bigfoot.
Or the Bigfoot, or like the guy in the
No,
snow.
you got a Yeti. Yes.
It was a Yeti?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're that guy, you come here and get your hair removed.
If you're a werewolf, please come right in.
Oh yeah, feel free, because we do those too. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about hair removal. I think the most common question I get with hair removal is, does it hurt?
Well, I don't
get that question a lot.
I get the question. Is it permanent? Like, is it the hair gonna come back? I get that a lot more.
Another question I get. Another question. How many sessions is it gonna take?
Yes.
Which I obviously we'll speak about why we hate those questions. But
yeah, well, that one is probably the one that bothered me the most, because everybody's different, and I know we say that all the time, but it's true, guys. We are so different, like versus her, or hormones versus mine, versus my heritage versus hers. It just, you don't know what you're going to get until you start treatment, and then that's when we can have a better guesstimate about.
There's just so many things that go into removing your hair. Like, everybody's like, the craze now, you can go to Target and get one of those at home laser hair removal. Please don't do that.
I hope my eyes don't get stuck.
You know they don't work, right? Like, you know this, right? They don't work.
The thing that I hate the most is that they are marketing them as actual lasers. They are not lasers. They're not true lasers.
It's light therapy.
The true lasers are FDA regulated, and those are not. If they say FDA cleared, there's a very big difference between those two statements.
So let's just take this like one question at a time, and we'll just figure it out. Is it permanent? So guys, I know when I used to go waxing, the girl used to tell me that eventually I wouldn't have hair. That was never the case. My hair actually came back thicker, and it made my laser journey a little bit more difficult. There is only one, as of now, it's 2025 now. As of right now in 2025, there is only one thing you can do to permanently remove your hair, and it is called electrolysis. Now, electrolysis is much different from any type of hair removal. What it does, it involves a single probe that we literally stick into your hair follicle. We burn that hair follicle, and then we pull the hair out, and that hair won't come back.
That probe that she's talking about is a tiny needle that is as thin as your hair, and it has to go into each individual hair follicle and kill each individual follicle. So now we do recommend that for white hairs,
blonde hair,
yeah, because
redheads.
Obviously, the lasers do not work on those type of hairs
yet.
Yeah.
It's also not the most pleasant experience. You know, it's not comfortable. No. The difference between that and us, yes, laser, according to studies, according to our IBEC book, the book we have to study to become electrologists in the first place, laser can get rid of up to 95% of your hair. You're still going to have hair that can come back. And you know what? Let's talk about a few things that can bring hair back. Getting pregnant. 9 times out of 10, it's bringing your hair back. A major one that can bring hair back.
Yeah, because it's a huge fluctuation between hormones. So that's why, like, when women go to menopause, that's another huge change. So they start having hair where they didn't have it. Like, for example, it's usually on their face. That's why we see it a lot. Obviously, if you are born with hirsutism, which is a condition where you are hairier than usual.
PCOS.
Again, another hormonal imbalance.
Anything with your hormones can and
Well,
usually
most
does
likely. Yeah.
can cause fluctuations in the amount of hair that you have and in your hair growth. So
Yep.
you could come to us this year, get all the hair on your whole body gone,
Mhm.
and then in 2 years from now, all of a sudden you're having hormonal changes, or you turn
Mhm.
30 where
And
your
boom
hormones
again.
change, or you turn 35 and your
Mhm.
hormones change, or you turn
Mhm.
45 and your hormones change, and now you're having hair come back in places that we lasered. Yes, it can happen. Or you have hair coming back in places that you didn't ever
Never
laser
had hair.
before. It
Mhm.
happens. We are humans. We
Yeah.
have hair for two reasons and two reasons
Mhm.
only: for protection
Mhm.
and adornment. So
Mhm.
we have hair to make us look cute and pretty, and we have hair to protect us. So, like, from microbes, from bacteria, from
Mhm.
sweat,
Yeah.
eyebrows, you know, that's why, in
Mhm.
my opinion, the Brazilian area on both men and women is the hardest to get rid of,
Mhm.
because on our bodies, our whole programming, if you think about it in a psychological, physiological sense,
Mhm.
our whole programming is to reproduce.
Mhm.
That's why every species is here on the planet, is
Right.
to reproduce.
Yeah.
So we are here to populate the world. That's going to be the hardest hair to get rid of on your body.
Mhm.
Can we get rid of it? Absolutely.
Mhm.
But it's going to take time. That's why when people ask us, how long is my hair removal going to take? I have no clue.
Mhm.
I have no
Mhm.
effing idea. I have no
Mhm.
idea. I'm sorry. Some people, yeah, they'll be gone in 6 sessions and they might need touch ups for a little while.
Mhm.
Some people need 8 sessions.
Mhm.
Some people have hair that's trickier for the laser to see, i.e., me.
Mhm.
My hair naturally is very red. I've gotten a lot of it gone by consistently using the Alex laser.
Mhm.
Everybody is different. So while Lily's hair on her legs could have taken 10 sessions to go away, I think mine actually only took 7. I think it's 7 sessions, and then I did a touch up when
Mhm.
we opened here,
Yeah, it
and
really
now I still have
depends
hair.
because my hair was not thick either. It took me about 4 sessions to almost see no hair whatsoever. But I'm not naturally hairy. My hair is not thick,
If
so
you have blonde hair, we're gonna tell you no. If you are a ginger, we're gonna tell you no. I've also had kids though
that's true. Yeah,
since
two
then, because
kids.
I had no Brazilian hair. I had
Mhm.
barely any hairs
Mhm.
before my daughter, and my hair was
Mhm.
darker then.
Yeah.
And now, as I've gotten older and I've had children and all the hormone fluctuations, because I've been pregnant and I've
Mhm.
given birth, um, that's changed my hair structure too.
Mhm.
Which a lot of people don't realize that when you get pregnant, it could change the type of hair you have.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of women suffer from hair falling out after pregnancy.
Mhm.
It's just something that happens,
It's true.
you know?
But I mean, going back, I guess, to like things that cause hair growth. Obviously, medications. That's a huge one. You don't know if you're going to be on a medication that's going
Peptides.
to like
Everybody, I'm about to start taking
energy drinks
peptides. So if
because
you are a
you
peptide
know.
person and you have advice, please put
Mm.
your Instagram handle in the comments, because I have been reading so many good things about peptides
Mhm.
for skin,
Mhm.
for bone health, because
Yeah.
I'm getting older now, just for weight loss,
Mhm.
for your hair, peptides for anti-aging. Like, I've
Mhm.
heard about peptides, and now I just want to peptide my body. Do you drink
Especially
Celsius?
it,
Do you guys drink
I
Celsius?
don't
Because guess
anymore.
what? Guess what? Celsius has a ton of biotin in it. So I've had
Mhm.
clients who were almost hairless come back to me after Celsius became like a huge big craze and be like, Christina, why do I have so much hair? And I'm like, do you drink Celsius? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, that's why you have so much hair. I guess people
Mhm.
don't really realize, like, it's not something that I would automatically correlate
Mhm.
to hair growth, obviously. I
No,
wouldn't
no.
correlate like foods or drinks to hair growth. But
Mhm.
now with, so much hormones being put into our food, all these hormones and all these other things being put into our food and our drinks, especially with energy drinks, we don't know really what's in them.
Mhm.
You're going to have fluctuations in everything, and hair growth is going to be one of them.
And not just that, imagine like multivitamins, they also have it. So
A
if
lot
you're
of
like
them
one
have
of those people
biotin.
that have your multivitamin every single day, just take a look. You probably are having biotin and that's why you're extra hairy.
Especially if you're taking the Nutrafol
Oh
that I
yes.
used to take
Mhm.
for my hair,
Mhm.
for my head.
That makes
But guess
sense.
what? That Nutrafol doesn't know where you want your hair to grow. So
It'll grow
that's where
everywhere.
hair was growing. I got it on my linea alba actually, and I didn't really have it there
Yeah,
before.
I never
And
had
I was
hair there.
like, what is this? And I realized, oh shoot, it's probably the Nutrafol. So I actually stopped taking it. Those gummy vitamins for hair growth, that's biotin.
Yep.
It's gonna make your hair grow.
It's for my nails, yeah, but your nails are made out of keratin, which your hair is made out of keratin, so therefore you're gonna grow more hair.
You just kind of gotta pick your battles, I guess, and say like, all right, well, yeah, I want the hair on my head to grow, and I want my nails to grow, so I'm just gonna have to do more laser sessions.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
But why do you feel laser is better than everything else?
It's fast. It's easy. It's accessible.
And they make lasers now that can treat every single skin type under the sun and all the darker hair colors. So that's always good. If you are a skin type 5 or 6, meaning you are dark, just be careful where you're going, because if they don't have a wavelength that works for you, and they treat you anyway, you're gonna hypopigment. You're gonna burn. You're gonna have
all these little marks all
little
over your
circles
skin.
everywhere, and they don't always go away.
I have seen clients, they literally came and they were like, they told me that they could remove my hair, but now I have all these white marks all over my face.
If you have hypopigmentation and it's recent, like within the last year, I can give you some tips and tricks to possibly get that color to come back, or at least close to come back. Okay. The laser can't do that for you. So for like women who come to us that have gotten, hurt elsewhere and they still have hypopigmentation, if it's within the last year, I'll tell them like, no, I can't treat you because I can make it worse just by going over those areas. Or I could skip those areas, but usually it's like condensed. So usually we just skip the whole treatment. If that hypopigmentation is like 2 years old, it's not going anywhere. Your color is not coming back. Yes, we will at least get the hair out of the way for you. But there are several different lasers out there that people can use for hair removal. Okay. So here we use the Candela Gentle Max Pro. It's my favorite laser to use for hair removal. I would never want to use anything else. There are other devices like Luminous. There's a diode. So our laser has 2 separate wavelengths. We have one that's called a YAG and one that's called an ALEX. Our YAG is at a 1064 nanometer wavelength. All that really means is it's capable of treating any skin type, no matter how light you are or how dark you are. Am I going to treat you on a YAG if you're super light? Probably not. Are there cases where I may have to? Probably yes. Yeah, there actually are, because I have a client who's allergic to Alex and can only do YAG.
I had to,
and she's a skin type 2. It happens. Alex, however, can only really treat 1 to a light 4. So Lily cannot be treated on an Alex.
When we see you, we ask you what's your heritage. It's super important.
Heritage is super, super, super
You would think she's white, but she's Puerto Rican. You know what I mean?
I feel like I should be offended by this. Puerto Ricans, though, my culture, I'm Puerto Rican, so you guys know Boricuas come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. My daughter looks white as a ghost, and she is blonde. My son is dark as night and has black hair. Puerto Ricans come in all different shapes and sizes. So not only do we ask about your heritage, we ask about your familial, skin colors. So I'll ask somebody. So if Lily came to me and she's like, okay, I'm Mexican. Okay, great. Are your parents darker than you or lighter than you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that can also change, how I treat somebody. So for me, I feel like I'm a little dark today. Was I in the sun?
I might have been from the shade, guys.
Because we were in the shade. We went to the beach, but we were in the shade. That's so. And I had the sleeves on.
You had sleeves on.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a little darker than.
And normal. I'm like,
yeah. So if I were to come in, I would ask, okay, what's your heritage? Oh, I'm Puerto Rican. Obviously, I'm mixed. I know I'm Puerto Rican, Guatemalan. I have some Spaniard in there somewhere. I don't know what else is in there, but no. So I'm Puerto Rican. So I am of Latino descent. Okay, I'm Spanish. Spanish people are very, very light to very, very dark. Okay, you can see somebody who looks African and they're Dominican, or you could see my son who looks. I feel like he looks a
little darker than me. Funny enough,
he's darker. He is darker.
He's darker than me. He's dark. Right now because he's
now too because we were in the sun. Yeah, melanin and my son. He looks like he's mixed. He looks like a mixed kid, and he is Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
He is absolutely all Puerto Rican. So, I mean, we don't just look at your skin. We ask you tons of other questions. So if you go somewhere and they're not asking you questions, that is a red flag. So we'll ask you your heritage. We'll ask you how dark are your parents. If you don't know, I'm going to err on the side of caution. I have had clients come in who are adopted. That's fine. I'm going to err on the side of caution and I'm going to go very slow with your treatment. If you don't know your family history, don't even sweat it. We're going to just treat you very safely. I wish I could think of the word that I'm thinking of.
We're just going to be cautious.
Today. Cautious. We're going to be very cautious. We're going to treat you more cautiously to get your treatment done. What can you expect after hair removal? So there's a few things I guess you could expect. And like I said, and Lily has said 25,000 times in every episode, I feel like everybody's different.
Like, okay, do you guys have a straight answer? No.
No.
Okay,
because there's no straight answer. Everybody's different. So afterwards, you can get a little itchy. Do not scratch.
No.
You can get little bumps. Don't touch them. They'll go away in a couple hours, sometimes a few days. You're going to get red occasionally. Some people get red. Some people don't really get too red, but a lot of people get red. In a couple of weeks, you'll notice some hair that's just kind of falling out. Don't pull on it. Just let it do its thing. That's the hair that we killed over your last session, just making its way out of the body. You can't metabolize hair.
Yeah, no.
Because that would suck. Because we would have no hair on our head then. So you can't metabolize hair. So whatever is falling out, just let it do its thing. It doesn't always happen.
It doesn't always happen.
So don't expect any of these things to always happen because they don't always happen. Some things you can do to help your hair go away, in my opinion, faster. I tell all of my clients, especially the ones who have thicker, harder to get hair, to go and get a body brush, the exfoliation one, and to scrub.
Yeah.
At least 2-3 times a week.
Dry brush.
I tell them dry brushing helps. One, it's going to help that hair thin out on the surface, which is good. And it's also going to get rid of the hair that we killed. It's going to help it fall out. So dry brushing, absolutely. Other than that, I don't really feel like anything else will help your hair growth. Stop. Why do we hate waxing? So many reasons.
I have a personal problem with waxing, okay? I hate it.
I do too.
I hate it.
There's a few things. We talked about this actually recently with a client, or Ava from Ignite Social. We mentioned it to her. If you wax consistently for years, and it's your Brazilian area, right? And you come to me, I'm going to know you waxed. I'm going to know that you're a former wax client. And this is so TMI, so if you're a guy, I'm sorry.
No, they get it. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm sure they notice.
Yeah.
You're going to have looser skin in that area.
Yes.
Wax not only pulls at your skin, like it's literally pulling on your skin, pulling all the dead skin cells off, which, that's a good thing.
It's like a form of exfoliation.
That is a good thing. I'll give them that. But like we just said a second ago, hair has 2 jobs: to protect you and make you look pretty. If you pull it out by the root like that, that's what waxing, tweezing, threading, that's what all these things do. If you do that, your brain gets an immediate signal that it's not doing a good job at protecting you. So our body is meant to stay in homeostasis, and our brain's one job is to protect us. That's why we have the fight or flight response. You know, our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system's job is to just protect us. So when you tweeze a hair or you wax your hair, your brain gets an immediate signal like, oh, shoot, I'm not doing a good enough job at this hair follicle right here at protecting Lily. So what is your brain going to do? It's going to send its little warrior hormones and stuff to those hair follicles that you just waxed to make them thicker and stronger. Your skin, in my opinion, loses some of its elasticity, especially in an area like the Brazilian where that skin is super thin already anyway. Can we help you fix that? Depends how bad it is. Honestly, I have had clients come to me with pretty loose, labias, and we resolve them.
I guess a good example for some people would be, because I feel like a lot of people do it, they wax their brows. And as you age, this part of your brow, it just starts drooping. And then you're like, oh my God, I never had this. because you are waxing, you're pulling at that skin
and that skin's
every
thin.
couple of weeks.
Do's and don'ts before and after your treatment. Like we've said almost every episode, the sun is not your friend.
Not your friend.
Avoid the sun 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after your treatment. Now I know we live in Florida. I know the sun is very hard to avoid. Sometimes I don't want to avoid her. She's pretty. Feels good on my skin. But no, she's not good for my skin.
No.
So if you're going to be out for more than 10 minutes, sunscreen, hat, umbrella, tent, parachute, whatever you need to grab to protect that skin, do it. We went to the beach this past weekend and I wore a, what is that, fishing shirt? Like a long sleeve fishing shirt and a hat. Laser, any type of laser, but especially with hair removal, especially hair removal. You want to avoid the sun before and after, for sure.
Well, especially immediately after 24 hours, I usually say don't use any harsh exfoliants like acids,
peels,
anything like that. Please don't.
Don't go straight to the gym right after your appointment.
No gym, pool,
don't go
sauna,
in the pool or the beach right after your appointment.
Anything like that.
You can go to the gym after 24 hours. Pool, I would say 3 to 5 days. Beach, I would say 5 to 7 days, just because there's like critters and bacteria and stuff like that in the sun too. So
we just damage your hair follicle, so you don't want any bacteria or anything going in there. So that's why we're saying it's really important.
It's super important.
So
next week we are going to be answering a esthetician student's questions. So don't forget our grand opening is August 23rd from 4 to 7, 2600 South Dixie Highway, 50% off the packages. We have vendors coming. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have
music,
DJ,
food,
photographers, social media team. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So come ready, your Instagram's ready to go live, and we'll see you next week.